Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, where I take you to the most popular and viral locations and show you nothing but the best and most luxurious hotels and resorts that also happen to be hidden gems and absolute bargains for those of you traveling on a budget. Wait, hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, this is JR, aka The Tourist, and I've got a confession. I hate YouTube. Okay, I make YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube travel videos. I enjoy watching YouTube travel videos, but I also kind of hate YouTube travel videos. Okay, let me take a step back. There, that's better. Let me say it right up front. This is not a video about me moaning and complaining. This is a video about the Renaissance Bali in Uluwatu. And the reason I started off this way is because this is exactly the kind of hotel that some people would make videos about and, well, they would lie to you. That's it. That's it. YouTube is full of lies. That's my issue. And look, I don't blame any of the people who, well, I blame some of the people. I don't blame most of the people because that's just the incentive of the platform. And so some content creators would come to a place like this, the Renaissance Bali in Uluwatu. They would make a video and they would tell you that this is the best hotel in Uluwatu, or this is the most luxurious hotel in Uluwatu. And, well, they'd be lying to you. And that's the issue. YouTube rewards those superlative claims. The best, the most luxurious, the top hidden gem. Now, I don't know about you, but when I travel, I'm not really looking for any of those things. I'm looking for the places, I'm looking for the things, the experiences that best suit what I want. And so that's why I started this channel. This place, the Renaissance Bali Uluwatu, is far from the nicest or the most luxurious hotel in Bali or in Uluwatu. In fact, it's not even really a luxury hotel. But what it is, a really nice 5-star premium property at a decent price point. And it may be the right place for you if you're thinking about coming to Bali. Anyway, I've said enough. Let me just get into showing you the hotel. And I'll check back in with you later.
Okay, let's try this again. I'm JR, I'm The Tourist, and this is my channel, where I show you hotels and destinations in Bali, around Southeast Asia, and beyond. More importantly, I try to help you figure out if these are the right places for you. If that sounds like something you're into, join me for a few. And if you like what you see, hit the like button and let YouTube know you want to see more of this kind of video. And if it's not your thing, I'm sure the algorithm can show you some very nice video featuring an AI voice reading ChatGPT generated scripts over stock footage. Either that or some broccoli-headed kid testing out how many marbles he can fit in the Japanese capsule hotel or something like that. Today, we're at the Renaissance Bali in Uluwatu, which sits on the western side of the Bukit Peninsula. That's the bit sticking out from Bali's southern tip. Something about Uluwatu makes architects want to show off. Maybe it's the lay of the land. The cliffs and hilltops make a natural stage for showing off striking shapes and silhouettes. The Renaissance here, for example, takes advantage of its perched position to display its dominant architectural feature. The two high peaked rooflines, curved to resemble a local species of sea turtle. In my experience, Bali resorts have lobbies fitting into one of two categories. Some are small and intimate, giving you the feel of being welcomed into a private home. Others are big and open, meant to impress with their scale and showcase the views. Renaissance Uluwatu is the latter. You enter, and your attention is drawn across the spacious lobby and towards the views on the back side. The lobby is on the highest level, with the rest of the resort spilling down the hillside, providing 180-degree views of the surrounding area. The Renaissance sits right in the middle of Uluwatu, between the happening beaches and entertainment areas of the western shore and the ultra-luxury cliffside resorts of the southern shore. Renaissance occupies an interesting middle position, both geographically and product-wise. I'll say more as we continue. In addition to showing itself off at a distance, the high curved roof allows the sea breeze to flow through the lobby, which manages to be both contemporary and Balinese. Renaissance Hotels is one of the more than 30 brands under the Marriott umbrella. It's in the premium category and on the side of the brand chart labeled distinctive. So amenities-wise, it's on par with a Marriott or a Sheraton, but aspires to the vibe of a W. Having previously stayed at the Renaissance in Nusa Dua, I was not expecting such a striking aesthetic here. The Nusa Dua property is nicely designed, but in a more colorful, perhaps even kitschy way. The Renaissance Uluwatu trends more towards the chic, with its clean, minimalist lines and a color palette of mostly whites, grays, and dark wood. I arrived a little after noon and check-in was painless, though my room wasn't ready. The tone set for service by the front desk staff and by the folks who held my luggage was quite good. Friendly and attentive, and with the right level of formality for this property. I'm on the 7th floor, down one from the lobby. The rooms here are okay. No real complaints, but certainly not the highlight of my stay. I booked a Garden View King room, but as a Bonvoy Gold member, I was upgraded to an Ocean View. All the rooms have balconies, and some have fairly large terraces. I'll show you what that looks like later. Welcome to room 1703. The welcome gift is much appreciated, even though I just picked up 2 bottles of coconut water on my way here. Hydration is important in this climate. The room is on the small side, though laid out in a way that I never felt cramped. A couple would likely be fine, even 2 friends in a twin room. However, there's not a lot of hangout space. Other than the bed, there's a single chair for seating. That's not counting the small desk at the front and the 2 chairs on the balcony. But the room is not ideal if you're the type who spends a fair amount of time lounging in your room, or if you're staying 3 in a room. Design-wise, I'm not as impressed as I was with the lobby. The room feels a bit more big boxish, although the light wood and some of the touches do bring enough of a Balinese feel to keep me from calling the room generic. The room, especially the bathroom, is a bit on the dark side, but with the shades and drapes open, the room does lighten up considerably. The dark stone and the frosted glass separating the shower and bath keeps the bathroom quite gloomy, although I do like the look of it. The views hiding behind that frosted glass are impressive enough to make you forget any minor issues you might have with the room, at least for a moment or few. I quite like the shape of the bathtub, though I didn't get a chance to use it. I've become a fan of the wet room layout, but if you're used to shower stalls, then showering in a large open space may take some getting used to. Their standard level amenities, the soaps and the lotions were all good, but not so good I took any of them with me. I should mention there's no door to the bathroom, but there is an okay amount of separation. Again, this room works best for couples and close friends. The minibar is in this cabinet up near the front of the room. It's decently stocked, and the prices aren't terrible. The coffee is one of those drip bags, which is nice. I didn't expect any kind of real coffee machine at this price point, and the bags are better than instant. There's not a tremendous amount of closet space, but there's enough. And I'm always happy to have an actual enclosed closet as opposed to the open racks you see in some hotels going for that stark minimalist layout. From the balcony, we can take in some more of that view. I can't attest to the views from the Garden View rooms, but it may be worth it to pay for the Ocean View if you're not expecting an upgrade. There's a small table and a couple of chairs for the times of day when the weather allows lounging outside. It's the middle of the afternoon. I'm just going to get situated, relax for a bit, and get back with you towards the evening for cocktail hour. Our bar, the Lobby Bar, is one of the resort's 5 food and beverage outlets. It's open most of the day and hosts a cocktail hour in the evening, complete with a demonstration and a complimentary drink. Let's have a look.
Welcome to our bar. We do this here every day, start from the 6 until 7. Just one time we make the cocktail. Japan, they have the sake, and then in Bali we have the Arab. Then sweetness, we use the peach syrup, so this cocktail is more fruity, more refreshing. This bitter, carbonate. Enjoy. My sister also.
I also got myself a cocktail from the menu. The drink was a bit on the smoky side, but made perfect company for the evening views. On account of the weather, there wasn't much of a sunset, but the view was alright anyway. Our bar does serve food, but I'm headed downstairs for dinner. Double ICAT is Renaissance's Indonesian restaurant. It's open in the evenings for dinner. It's poolside, with live music, and the vibe is quite similar to the lobby. There's a barbecue buffet, but I'm not feeling terribly hungry and opt to go a la carte instead. This meal was a pleasant surprise. I expected very subdued flavors, mostly catering to the tourist palate, but it wasn't the case at all. I wouldn't come here for the restaurant, meaning I wouldn't come here if I wasn't a guest at the hotel, but for a hotel restaurant, it was pretty good. I started with murtabak, a flatbread or pancake stuffed with savory or sweet ingredients. This one is filled with lamb, and it's more like phyllo dough than other murtabaks I've had. It was good though. Followed with an oxtail soup. I also had a beer from a local microbrewery. That was pretty good as well. That's it for my first day here. I'll see you in the morning. We'll have a look at the pool in the light of day and have some breakfast. Good morning. The view is still fantastic, if a little wet. I was here in April, which is a shoulder season between the rainy season ending in March and the cooler and less humid dry season that starts in May. Rain here is mostly a late afternoon or evening occurrence, but it did rain a few mornings during my stay. So it's a little overcast, but not too big a deal. I hope you'll stay with me for a stroll around the pool. While we're out, I'll talk about whether this is the right hotel for you. But for the moment, I'll shut up a minute and let you enjoy the pool grounds. Okay, let's talk pros and cons. Without further ado, I'll give you the tourist do's and don'ts. Do come to Uluwatu if you want to be near the beach and in an area with entertainment and nightlife options, but aren't keen on the crowded tourist beaches running from Kuta to Canggu. Do choose Renaissance Bali Uluwatu if you appreciate good design, particularly this style of clean minimalism fused with local touches. And do choose the Renaissance if you're looking for a very good 5-star premium property that outperforms the room rate. Renaissance is an especially good value if you're a Marriott Bonvoy member with status and can expect an upgrade, or if you're booking with points. On the flip side, don't come to Uluwatu if you want to be right on the beach or in a more family-friendly area. Nusa Dua or Sanur are probably both better for that. Don't stay at the Renaissance in Uluwatu if you're the kind of person who likes to spend a good amount of time relaxing in the room. The rooms are comfortable, but not so much conducive to lounging. Renaissance will work best for those planning to spend most of their time outside of the room, either enjoying the amenities on property or out exploring Bali. And finally, if you got more room in your budget and are keen on a true luxury property, don't stay at Renaissance, but consider one of the other luxury or ultra-luxury options in the area. This trip was my first time in Uluwatu, and I've come away with mixed feelings. Uluwatu has a lot going for it. It's home to some very nice beaches and ocean views. It's less crowded than the beaches to the north, and has more going on than Nusa Dua and Sonora on the eastern shore. Perhaps that's why this area is experiencing a boom in popularity and development. The boom means lots of amenities and entertainment options, but it also means traffic. Renaissance itself is in a peaceful and tranquil area, but if you want to go and spend some time in the more popular areas, figure in some extra travel time. All that said, part of the appeal of a popular travel destination is the availability of accommodation at a variety of styles and price points. If you want to keep your per night cost under $100, you can find very charming 3- and 4-star hotels and resorts. And for those who want to ball out, there are ultra-luxury resorts featuring cliffside villas. Renaissance Uluwatu occupies the middle ground for those who want the amenities of a 5-star resort, but aren't ready to shell out for the higher-end options. And I'd say at its price point, Renaissance overperforms. That's the key takeaway for me. Renaissance offers excellent value, especially those with elite Bonvoy status or those booking with points. While we're out and about, let's check out breakfast. Claycraft is the resort's all-day restaurant and where breakfast is served. The breakfast buffet is typical of resorts in this price range. Comprehensive, but nothing on offer really blew me away. If you're a fan of Western breakfast, you certainly won't be disappointed. There's a good selection of bakery items, traditional breakfast fare, as well as an egg station. There's also a nice selection of juices, including jamu, a traditional Indonesian herbal drink full of ingredients like turmeric and ginger meant to promote good health. Whenever available, I like to start the day with a shot or two of jamu, or mix it in with whatever other fresh juice is on offer. For me, I find the local offerings are the best at a buffet like this. I especially like a bowl of noodles and soup for breakfast. And the fried rice, fried noodles, satay, assorted crackers, and the like, well, they all do the trick as well. Overall, I'd say the food here at the Renaissance is good to very good, with the Indonesian food occupying most of the very good range. After breakfast, time to head back to the room and contemplate the rest of the day.
Hey, I'm back. It's the morning, the late morning. Last night I had a drink in the bar, had dinner at the hotel. Dinner was good. Dinner was better than I expected. This morning I woke up and I had to walk around the property. I checked out the gym, put in a little bit of time there. The gym is a little bit underwhelming maybe. I think size-wise it's fine for the size of the property. But I feel like it could have a better mix of equipment. They've got some dumbbells and a cable machine and a couple leg machines, and then a bunch of cardio machines. But they could have some better strength training equipment, at least in this day and age. But size-wise, it seemed fine. There were some people there early in the morning, and then I went back later, and it was only 1 or 2 other people there. After the gym, after a shower, I went down and had breakfast. You've seen that. Again, breakfast is a little bit on the meh side. For some people, that won't be a big deal. I mean, it's a pretty nice spread, and you'll find something you like. I've got some coffee. The coffee in the room is one of those drip bags. It's okay, better than instant, and about what you'd expect at this price point. So right now I'm going to have my coffee and try and get a little bit of work done. Yeah, that's one thing I'll say. The room is small, but it's fine. There's really not any real workspace. There's a little table up when you first walk in, and there's a table I'm sitting at right now on the balcony, which actually would work pretty well, but you know, it gets pretty hot, so we'll see. I'll figure it out. I'm guessing most people who are staying here aren't really worried about having a proper workspace. In general, I'll say the rooms work, but it's not the kind of room that you're going to want to hang out in and spend a lot of time in. So at this point in the video, you've heard my thoughts about the hotel, and those thoughts will have had the benefit of some time to think and stew. But just right now, from my immediate perspective, I'll say I think this is a really nice property, you know, for the price point. Again, it's nice, but it's not a luxury hotel. That's going to come through in a few areas, particularly in the areas I just mentioned. For instance, the room. Generally speaking, if you're staying at a proper luxury hotel, the room will be more substantial. It'll be a place that you don't mind spending time. Also, the breakfast, which was meh, that's something that I would expect better at a higher price point. I will say the one area where the Renaissance does approach the luxury category is in the service. It's pretty good, it's pretty attentive, it's pretty personalized. Staff knew my name within a few hours of me being here. That's always nice. So overall, I like this place. I give it the thumbs up. Definitely a place to consider if you're thinking about coming to Uluwatu. I'm gonna finish my coffee and try and do some work. Thanks for spending this time with me. If you've enjoyed the video or found it helpful, then go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you when I see you, and thanks again.